In this video, we use simultaneous equations to choose the best mobile company for our needs. OneFive mobile company charges a monthly connection of $15 and $5 per gigabyte usage. NoTies mobile company charges no monthly connection but $25 per gigabyte. Flat the Coast charges a flat monthly connection of $100. We need to decide which company works better for us. Of course, this depends on how much data we are expecting to use every month. OneFive mobile company charges a monthly connection of $15 and $5 per gigabyte. So for 5 gigabytes, they charge 15 plus 5 times 5 equals $40. For 10 gigabytes, they charge 15 plus 5 times 10 equals $65. For 15 gigas, $90. And for 20 gigas, 15 plus 5 times 20 equals $115. The line starts at 15 and goes up in fives. NoTies mobile company charges no monthly connection but $25 per gigabyte. So for 1 giga, they charge 25 times 1, $25. For 2 gigas, 25 times 2, $50. For 3 gigas, $75. And for 4 gigas, $100. The line starts at 0 and goes up in 25s. Very steep. Flat the Coast charges a flat monthly connection of $100 regardless of how much you use. So the line is flat all the way. Why equals 100 is the equation of this line. It doesn't contain an x because y, the cost, does not depend on x, the amount of gigabytes. It is 100 regardless of how much data you use. So if you plan on spending a lot of data, it may be worth. But how much do you need to spend for it to be worth? That is where a bit of algebra comes handy. If we use the equations of the 3 straight lines and solve them in pairs of simultaneous equations, we will be able to find the intersecting points. For flat the cost to be worth, you need to spend more than 17 gigas. That is because the green and the red line meet at the point with x coordinate 17. 15 plus 5x equals 100 when 5x equals 85. Dividing both sides by 5, we end up with x equals 17. For more than 17 gigas of usage, flat the cost is definitely the one to go for. However, if you are planning to use your connection for only the basics, you may be better with any of the other two companies. The blue and the red line meet at the point with x coordinate 0.75 because 25x equals 15 plus 5x when 20x equals 15. So x equals 0.75 or 3/4 of a giga. If you are planning to spend a maximum of 750 megas, you should go for NoTies. For OneFive to be worth, you need to spend between 750 megas and 17 gigas. The point of intersection between the blue and the green line doesn't matter too much. You can easily find it by solving 25x equals 100, which leads to x equals 4, but this is completely irrelevant. If you expect to use more than 750 megas, you should go for the OneFive, even if you spend more than 4 gigas, and as long as you don't spend more than 17 gigas. If you expect to use between 750 megas and 17 gigas, expect to spend something between 18.75 and $100. Simultaneous equations are very important in algebra, so go and explore this algebra playlist. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to receive updates.